Good morning, students. Once again, a very warm welcome to the English world of Aradhya. Myself, Rashmin sir, imparting knowledge of English to the students of 9 to 12 standard in English medium. Students, so far in the 4 previous videos, we have already seen this particular lesson, Indigo, written by Louis Fisher. We have come to know much more about what happens in this particular lesson, how Gandhiji comes to this particular area called Champaran to help out the sharecroppers over there, and what problems he is facing. Finally, the students, Lieutenant Governor decides that they will appoint one commission to make an inquiry in this particular case. And in that commission, you see there were landlords, okay, there were court officials, and only one Indian, Gandhiji, as the sole representative of the sharecroppers. So from there onwards, we will see what happens. Gandhi remained in Champaran for an initial uninterrupted period of 7 months and then again for several shorter visits. Okay, students, that's why he was very close to the heart of the people. Nowadays, if any problem takes place with anybody, with any group, you see, suppose the farmers' problem is going on these days, which leader is with those farmers? And if they are, how long they will stay with the farmers? Here it is said that Gandhiji remained with those sharecroppers for 7 months. So that's why he would go and stay with the people, share their problems, and fight for that. And that's why he could become a charismatic leader. Charismatic leader means whose charisma is spread on everybody. Whatever he says, people will follow. That is called charismatic leader. So because he was spending a lot of time with them, he was sharing their worries, he was fighting for them. Understood? And then also afterwards, when he left afterwards, also he made many shorter visits till the issue was solved. The visit undertaken casually on the entreaty of an unlettered peasant in the expectation that it would last a few days. Okay? So he made those visits on the request. Entreaty means request of illiterate farmer. Unlettered farmer means illiterate farmer. And his expectation was what? That once Gandhiji comes to visit us, then he will stay here at least for a few days, 1 week, 10 days, something like that. Occupied almost a year of Gandhi's life. Okay, initially, this one particular peasant talked about is Rajkumar Shukla. When he brought Gandhi over there, he thought that, sorry, Gandhi would remain with them for few days, just maybe 10 days, 7 days. But here Gandhi remained almost for the entire year. 7 months he continuously stayed over there. And after that, in the remaining 5 months, he made many visits, shorter visits. Okay. The official inquiry assembled a crushing mountain of evidence against the big planters. Here, big planters means the landlords. Okay. So there were many written proofs against these people. And when they saw this, they agreed, in principle, to make refunds to the peasants. Okay. जब उनको ये बात का एहसास कराया इंक्वायरी कमीशन ने कि लैंडलॉर्ड्स की साइड कि तुम्हारी साइड सो मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर, you people are at fault, so now you'll have to surrender, you'll have to fulfill their demands. Okay, so that time afterwards what happened, these people, these landlords, students, yeah, they were ready to make refunds to the peasants. But how much must we pay? They asked Gandhi. ये इंक्वायरी कमीशन में ही उन लोगों ने पूछा गांधी जी को, चलो तुम बोलते हो कि हम गलत है तो चलो हम गलत है, तो हमें कितना पे करने का ये तो बताओ. Remember earlier when they wanted to release the farmers from that agreement, they wanted money instead of indigo as rent. And now you see the situation is such that they are ready to pay to farmers. उल्टी पड़ गई. Now they are asking how much should we pay. Understood? They thought that he would demand repayment in full of the money which they had illegally and deceitfully extorted. Okay, extorted means obtained deceitfully, yani in a cheating manner, from the sharecroppers. He asked only 50%. गांधी जी ने सिर्फ 50% मांगे, उनको लगा कि ये पूरे पैसे मांगेंगे. There he seemed adamant. Adamant means stubborn कि नहीं 50 25% तो आपको वापस करना ही पड़ेगा. Okay. Writes Reverend J. Z. Hodge, a British missionary in Champaran, who observed the entire episode at close range. Means by being present at close range. Means he was remaining present during all this work was going on. Okay. All these inquiries were going on. Thinking probably that he would not give way, the representative of the planters offered to refund to the extent of 25%. Okay. Thinking probably that he would not give way, यानी वो मानेगा नहीं. कौन नहीं मानेगा? गांधी नहीं मानेगा. ऐसा उन लोगों के ये लैंडलॉर्ड्स ने सोचा. Okay. They thought that Gandhi would not agree with less percent. So they said that we would be ready to give you 25% only. Okay. And to his amazement, Gandhi took him at his words, thus breaking the deadlock. Okay. So students, deadlock यानी ये जो खींचतान हो रही थी वो बंद कर. टू देयर सरप्राइज उनको लगा कि गांधी जी 25% पे अग्री नहीं होंगे, तो गांधी जी बोले अच्छा ठीक है 25 दे दो. फर्स्ट गांधी जी वॉज डिमांडिंग व्हाट 50%. When those people said that we cannot give you 50%, we can give you only 25%, by which they thought that Gandhi would not believe it and they would get extra time to lengthen this case. इसलिए उनको लगा कि चलो अपने बहुत कम परसेंट बोल दे तो ये मानेगा ही नहीं, तो केस आगे चलेगा. ओके. ये इश्यू आगे चलता रहेगा. बट टू एवरीवन सरप्राइज गांधी जी अग्रीड, ठीक है 25% दे दो, और ये डेडलॉक ब्रेक कर दिया. This settlement was adopted unanimously by the commission. So this settlement, this particular end, okay, yeah, was adopted, was finalized by the commission. Gandhi explained that the amount of the refund was less important than the fact that the landlords had been obliged to surrender part of the money and with it part of their prestige. तो गांधी जी ने ऐसा क्यों किया? सम पीपल आस्क व्हाई ही डिडंट गेट द फुल मनी फॉर द शेयर क्रॉपर्स. बिकॉज द रियल थिंग ही वांटेड टू गेट वाज अ मॉरल विक्ट्री. He wanted to take out the fear from the minds of the peasants, from the minds of the sharecroppers over there. If you fight for a legal cause, for a right cause, then you don't have to be afraid of anybody. Earlier, all these peasants who were illiterate, unlettered, and they were very much afraid of these British people and the British officials. They were afraid even to go to the courts, and that's why even the other Indian lawyers who were fighting their cases, so they were ready to pay high fees also to them. So Gandhiji wanted to take out that fear from their mind. If you fearlessly fight such issues, then you can really win. You don't have to be afraid of anyone. And in this particular situation, you see, British landlords were forced to pay them something, to surrender and pay them 25%. So इसलिए गांधी जी ने 25% पे भी हाँ बोल दी, because it was a moral victory also, and he was successful in taking out the fear from the minds of the peasants. Okay. Therefore, as far as the peasants were concerned, the planters had behaved as lords above the law. पेजेंट्स की बात आती है तो उनके साथ अभी तक लैंडलॉर्ड्स कैसे बर्ताव कर रहे थे कि वो बहुत बड़े लॉर्ड्स हो, ऐसा कायदे के भी ऊपर हो, ऐसा वो बर्ताव कर रहे थे. नाउ द पेजेंट सॉ दैट ही हैड राइट्स एंड डिफेंडर्स. नाउ द पेजेंट रियलाइज्ड कि हमारे हक हमसे कोई नहीं छीन सकता, एंड इफ वी विश देन वी कैन protect our rights. He learned courage, so that timidness went out. Timidity went out from the minds of the peasants, and now he was much more courageous. Events justified Gandhi's position. इस इवेंट से गांधी जी की पहचान भी बनी. Okay, within a few years, the British planters abandoned their estates, which reverted to the peasants. Okay. Indigo sharecropping disappeared. So what was the effect of this particular event? After a few years only, the British landlord abandoned means gave up their estates, and those estates were later on given to the farmers, the sharecroppers only. And the British landlords, after giving those, they went away. So that was the effect of this particular event. And indigo sharecropping disappeared. Earlier they were asking the peasants forcefully to grow indigo. अब वो हार मान के चले गए, अपने एस्टेट छोड़ के चले गए, और वो एस्टेट अब ये फार्मर लोगों को दिए गए. तो पहले वो जबरदस्ती से इंडिगो ग्रो करवाते थे, वो इंडिगो ग्रो करने का ट्रेडिशन ही गया. बराबर. दैट्स व्हाई द टाइटल गिवन ओवर हियर इज इंडिगो. सो हाउ इंडिगो स्टार्टेड एंड हाउ इट डिसअपियर्ड. Gandhi never contented himself with the large political or economic solutions. So this was the first victory of Gandhiji. Then also it is said that Gandhi never contented himself with large political or economic solutions. कोई बड़े बड़े political solution लाए, economic solution लाए, उससे कभी गांधी जी संतुष्ट नहीं होते. ओके, काफी सारे लोग हमारे में ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स कि we achieve something and we feel that okay we have achieved everything. No, still you see a long line of success is waiting for you. Don't be satisfied with a minor success. So Gandhiji's thinking was like this only. He was never contented, means he was never satisfied with a success of such issues. Okay. He saw the cultural and social backwardness in the Champaran villages and wanted to do something about it immediately. Okay. Now that sharecropping issue is over, this indigo issue is over, but he stayed there for almost 1 year. 7 months he continuously stayed, and then he made short visits. So during that time, he noticed what all those things which are going on in Champarana. He noticed that there was cultural and social backwardness in the Champaran village, and wanted to do something about it immediately. तो यहाँ कल्चरल बैकवर्डनेस थी, सोशल बैकवर्डनेस थी, और वो मिटाना चाहते थे स्टूडेंट्स. ओके, सो व्हाट हैपेंड? ही अपील्ड फॉर टीचर्स. Mahadev Desai and Narhari Parikh, two young men who had just joined Gandhi as disciples, and their wives volunteered for the work. So from that place he made the appeal to the people over here. And Mahadev Bhai Desai, okay, those who have studied history, they would be knowing that Mahadev Bhai Desai and one more person, I have forgotten the name, they were continuously with Gandhi till his death. In the last phase of his life, we say in last 10 years of his life, Mahadev Bhai Desai was constantly with him. So that time he had newly joined this Congress, Gandhiji, and that's why he had become his disciple. So he, his wife, and Narhari Parikh and his wife, all those people got ready to go to Champarana and give them education over there. Okay. Several more came from Bombay, Pune, and the other distant parts of the land. So by that time, Gandhiji's popularity had grown immensely. So many people had started following Gandhiji. So that's why you see many people from the different areas also got ready to go to Champaran and remove that backwardness by educating them. Devdas, Gandhi's youngest son, arrived from the ashram, and so did Mrs. Gandhi. Mrs. Gandhi means Kasturba Gandhi. Primary schools were opened in 6 villages. Kasturbai taught the ashram rules on personal cleanliness and community sanitation. So they were not only educating, but they were also teaching certain things related to cleanliness and sanitization. Students, you see. Health conditions were miserable. Gandhi got a doctor to volunteer his services for 6 months. So here you see his influence was such, students. Gandhiji's influence was such. He would make an appeal and so many people would be ready. Now he saw that health conditions were also miserable in Champaran. If people got sick, after few days or few months they would die just because they did not get the treatment. So he made an appeal and one doctor got ready. Okay. So you see here. So Gandhi got a doctor to volunteer his services for 6 months, not only 1 or 2 months, but for 6 months he was ready to give his service. 3 medicines were available: castor oil, quinine, and sulfur ointment. Now for what? All those things. Anybody who showed a coated tongue was given a dose of castor oil. Okay, coated tongue. मीन्स मुंह में छाले पड़ जाना, टंग पे छाले पड़ जाना, तो उसमें दे वुड यूज व्हाट, कैस्टर ऑयल. Because students, if you see the real problem why people are getting coated tongue, means why they are getting boils on the tongue. Okay, if you have some idea about that, their digestion system is not working properly. So for that, castor oil is given. So castor oil does the work of julab. Because of that, you see whatever blockage is there, blockage of food is there in the body, that would be removed. Understood? And because of that, the bowels will get cleaned. Stomach will become clear. So because of that, that coated tongue, यानी वो छाले आए थे वो मिट जाएंगे. Understood? तो यहाँ देखो, castor oil was used for that purpose. Anybody with malaria fever received quinine, okay, plus castor oil. Anybody with skin eruptions received ointment plus castor oil. So castor oil they were using because after all these were what forms of your what heat in the body. That heat would come out in any form. वो छाले के रूप में बाहर आते हैं. कई कई दफा क्या है, in the forms of what we call small pimples it comes out. Okay, so that's why castor oil was given with all these medicines. Gandhi noticed the filthy state of women's clothes. गांधी जी ने ये भी नोटिस किया था कि औरतों को पहनने के लिए कपड़े नहीं है. Understood? If men just move around bare chest, no problem, but women cannot. So Gandhiji had noticed this, that they were wearing very dirty clothes. So why they are wearing dirty clothes? Because they don't have another pair. Understood? He asked Kasturbai to talk to them about it. One woman took Kasturbai into her hut and said, अपने झोपड़े में ले गए और बोले देखो, look, there is no box or cupboard here for clothes. हमारे झोपड़े में कोई बॉक्स कपबोर्ड जैसा है ही नहीं. Why? Because the sari I am wearing is the only one I have. यही एक ही साड़ी है, दूसरी साड़ी है ही नहीं. Understood? During his long stay in Champaran, Gandhi kept a long distance watch on the ashram. That is another speciality of Gandhiji. So we can say that he is really a multi-talented person. When he is in Champaran, it is not that his attention is only on Champaran. Students. He is also keeping a watch on the ashram activities. And ashram is where? Here in Ahmedabad. Sabarmati ashram. Okay. Yeah. Once he wrote to the residents, Gandhi kept a long distance watch on the ashram. He sent regular instructions by mail and asked for financial accounts. आश्रम का क्या अकाउंट था वो भी वो चेक करते थे वहां बैठे बैठे. Once he wrote to the residents that it was time to fill in the old latrine trenches and dig new ones. Otherwise, the old ones would begin to smell bad. Okay, students. So these trenches, yani special types of ditches were made. Okay, where the gutter line is not possible, or gutter line has not been what we say, made by the government, made by the municipality. So in those areas you see what happens, there are many areas in Gujarat only where they have not got the gutter line system. So they are making huge trenches. Okay, after a few years they have to fill it and they have to dig the new ones. So all their wastage would be collected over there. But if they are not filled in time, then what will happen? They will be filled with, till the end it will be filled. Then you cannot cover it with mud. So it will spread a bad smell. तो ये भी उन्होंने लिखा था. So you can see how conscious Gandhiji was about cleanliness, about all these basic necessities. Okay, students. So I think here we will stop this lesson. When we meet next time, we will see the ending part. Almost the issue of indigo is over, but still the lesson talks much more about Gandhi ji. कि ये सब वहाँ तो उन्होंने जीत दिलवा दी, पर वो ये he could pay attention to the other activities also. Okay, being a national leader, he has to be focused on everything, and that's what he was doing. Okay, student. So when we meet next time, we will see the last part, and also we will see the question answers of this particular lesson. Till that time, stay fit, stay fine. Have a good day. God bless you. Thank you.